Yes, so
Yeah,
we
we
can
can.
join,
Yeah.
and people will be joining. So let's start our session. And before getting into the session and introducing our guest, I just want to give you a brief about what is nicheBrains and what we do. So, nicheBrains, we are an AI powered orchestration platform, and we
Mhm.
seamlessly coordinate every aspect of SME digital transformation by combining AI powered diagnostics, trust-weighted expert pods, and an integrated execution workspace. So, all these to solve SMEs' fragmented, failure prone approach to technology and consulting. So, we are not a consulting agency or a consulting company, but then we are a platform that combine both the sides, that is SMEs and experts. So now let us introduce. I just want to introduce our speaker. I'm very happy to introduce our expert speaker, Mr. Sachiien Khedekar, a seasoned business executive, transformational coach, and trainer with over 36 years of techno-commercial experience. So he's a qualified mechanical engineer with a diploma in marketing management, and he has spent his career guiding MSMEs and SMEs to focus the right levers for growth, bridging technical, operational, and marketing competencies. In today's webinar, The Invisible Leaks in Our Business, he'll help us uncover the silent factors that drain profitability, productivity, and performance from within. From unnoticed process gaps to missed execution rhythms, Sachin will walk us through how to identify and fix what's really holding your businesses back. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Sachin Khedekar as he helps us see what most of us often overlook, the invisible leaks that quietly shape the future of every SMEs. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Lalita, for introducing me. And good morning to you all.
Good morning, sir.
I can only hear Mr. Raj's voice. I hope others are online or offline. I am not, because their videos are off.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we can hear you, Mr. Sachin.
yeah, Mr. John. I know. But participants, if there are any, so I will request them to please put off their videos on, because if I see you, it will be a better interaction between you and me than keeping the videos off. It's a kind request. Anyways, let me share a PPT with you. See, basically, let me introduce a little bit of myself also. I'm a BE Mechanical from Pune University. Did my job for around 12, 13 years. Then during the job, I did my marketing management and left the job, last job as a marketing manager. In 2005, I entered into business of manufacturing of machineries, which is still going on, but now today I'm outsourcing it. And I was involved in, I did a lot of import exports in a lot of commodities like lead, textiles, commodities, machineries, including my machineries. I used to export other machineries also. I have ventured into a restaurant business also for 2 years. And later, 6 years back, I ventured into business coaching and training. And basically, these are my mentors in training coaching. A small list of mine. These are my certifications I have done so far, yet going on. Now, just wanted to tell you, this is not a lecture, or I don't want to give you a lecture or something of a jnana. Let us make it interactive, so it will be much better. We will try to find out the leaks. We cannot find out the leaks of each and every business in detail here, but at least we can, somewhere try to guide you to see how the business leaks are, where it is. So my first thing is, basically, I'll just give you an example. I have a customer whose business grew around 40%. But unfortunately, he was not seeing any profit increase. The money flow was still the same what was before. So what do you feel it must be? Can anybody throw a light on a little bit on it?
Sometimes in business, you find that, you do an initial business and then you find that customers are not so regular. Initially out of enthusiasm, they join you, they give you business, and then subsequently you keep on adding new customers, but at the
Right.
same time, probably you lose customers. And sometimes to gain customers, you also reduce your prices, and thereby your profitability also takes a hit. So you're almost at the same place where you were before, uh, but then the profitability comes down. Yeah.
No, Mr. Raj, you're absolutely right. You said it right. But unfortunately, the customer had old clients where his retention was good. He was adding business. He was getting an additional business. His business turnover was more than 40% what he was doing last year.
Okay.
By the time he came, he said, like, I cannot see profits increasing. It is the same or it is going low.
Okay.
So only thing is, I would like you to describe your environment. Do I skip somewhere? Wait. Now just imagine your business is 1 crore in a month, in 12 months, without any machineries increase, without any staff. This is just as an energizer, so we get aligned to each other. Just fixing one bottleneck. What bottleneck will you fix up? Let it be any. I know there are consultants in online, they are participating. There are some MSMEs, SMEs. So anybody, like one bottleneck in the chat, or you can just voice it out. Yes, Mr. Raj.
Yeah, one would be probably introducing a new product which probably has not been done with the same infrastructure. That is
Okay.
one. Another thing, of course, would be a look at the prices, which is
Look at the
look at the prices, which is generally as a business goes, and to retain old customers, you tend to decrease your value, which is one of the reasons why I think businesses don't grow much. And what I've seen in my experience is many times it's a very tempting thing to do to retain old customers. So the one bottleneck would be to resist, dropping your prices.
I would probably look at the process side also, Mr. Sachin. So, where are the process where I can, optimize my entire process? I would look at from that angle as well, the current processes.
great. Both the inputs are really good. Now, one thing is there. Anyways, I am going back. I'm sorry for that. Can you describe your business in 2 words? Like this. My business is this plus this.
No, my business, if you want to describe it, right now I am into consultancy. I also have a
Okay.
small food business also. So I would say it is customer satisfaction plus maintaining standards.
Maintaining?
Standards, quality standards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. John?
I would probably say value to customer. Value plus customer plus value. That's what I would say.
That's good. Do you ever feel your day gets over exhausted? Means you are exhausted the whole day, but your work is still incomplete. Happens. It has happened with me also many a times.
It does happen, Sachin.
It happens normally, right? You're busier day by day, but you're earning the same.
Right.
That's what we discussed a little bit initially, that despite of your higher turnover, your profit stays where it is.
Yeah.
Do your people wait for your decision everywhere?
It happens quite a lot.
Okay. Is the growth slower than the efforts?
That's generally what we always feel.
Pardon?
That's generally what we always feel.
I'll just ask you a question. Could your team run your business a week without you?
Most often they do.
Pardon?
Yeah, they could.
That's great.
Yeah.
Without contacting you at all, right?
Yes.
And it is not running the business, it is growing the business.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. John?
Sometimes I would say, I wouldn't say it's always. Yeah. Sometimes they definitely, it's not like an autopilot mode though.
Uh-huh.
So they do still reach out to, me if I'm not there.
Okay. See, basically, these are the places where, the brain process starts: people, process, and the pipeline. So you really need owner-centric is basically sales is dependent on the owner, purchasing is dependent on the owner, production is dependent on the marketing is every department is basically again concentrating. The final decision is taken by the owner himself every time. Many a times. I cannot say every time, but many a times. Do you agree with me?
So here you are basically focusing on family-run businesses, looks like, or
No,
owner-run businesses, not a professional type of management.
no, I am talking. Basically, this session, what we have for MSMEs and SMEs,
Okay,
even
so it's
private
owner-run,
limited,
right?
yeah,
Fine.
even private limited companies also. The SMEs and MSMEs, they are grown up. I'll give you an example later. The people who are doing the turnover in crores do have issues yet.
Okay.
So basically, what they feel is delegating is losing their importance, but it is not losing, it is multiplying the controls.
Yes.
There are a lot of business owners, including me before.
Yeah.
I was not an optional person. So what used to feel is if I, delegate my decision making power to somebody else, what will I do and what is my importance? I used to feel very important when people used to come finally and ask me what to do. This is what we have decided. What is your final decision?
Okay.
But later, when I got a coach in my business, he pointed out that Sachin, it is not losing control. You are multiplying the control. Ultimate control remains with you always. But the company or the people don't wait for you for taking decisions.
Yes.
How many? Can you just, Mr. Raj or Mr. John, I would like to ask you also, how many decisions pass only through you?
I mean, of course, right now I work alone, so all decisions I only make, I only execute.
Okay.
Right. But otherwise, in my
No, I am okay. Now, Mr. Raj, I'll tell you the people whom we are working with.
yeah. To a large
What do you
extent,
feel? How many decisions pass through the owners only?
most of the decisions which involves money, the approvals for finance, generally passes through the owner only.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, my view, it's not just I do understand, from Mr. Raj as well, right? So most decision where money involves, it definitely does pass through because most of the time the owner or the CEO, he basically wants to keep control when it comes to MSMEs. But not just that, even what I have noticed, at least on my interactions with MSMEs, even some decisions related to the work also go through them, whether they want to uh, you know uh, you know uh, probably bring in a client, speak to a client, there's a conversation. So those things also sometimes is involved, they get involved as well. It's not purely, even this is purely from an MSME perspective, not I'm not saying it's from my organization perspective, but I'm just giving my interactions with MSMEs, right? So even if a process has to be implemented, various things, the management is also involved, or the CEO is involved. That's what at least my observation says.
Okay. Other participants, I think there are 16 participants there, but other participants are just they are not active. Why? Mr. Ravi, Mr. Soni,
Yeah, I think
Dr.
Nitin has put
Ashita.
a message. Mr. Nitin has put a message. I think
Anyways,
we have a
see,
message
until
actually. So
no,
I
We
think
have a
the
until
message
unless
message,
on
we
chat from
really
Mr. Nitin.
yeah.
until
So
let's
many
see,
times,
I want this to be basically, a little
Yeah, interactive.
more interactive than becoming a one-sided affair.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, basically, what I found, what we normally I found, everybody finds is basically the roles in the companies are not clear.
Yeah. I think
There
Mr.
are
Nitin,
unclear
sir, sorry
roles.
to interrupt you, has got a
Yes, sir.
good point.
Yeah,
He says
please.
even when people are empowered to take decisions, but they want to take a buy-in from leadership to safeguard themselves from potential pitfalls, which is a very, very common thing that happens. Yes.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
That is no ownership.
Yes.
See, basically in SMEs, MSMEs, and any organization, the ownership is not created in them, and that is the biggest problem what we do. Until unless the people don't feel the ownership of the company, if you ask them now, we ask whose niche brain is whose company is this? People might say Mr. John's, but it is not Mr. John.
Right.
It is of the each and every person who is working with the organization. So until unless you create that ownership in those people and they feel they get the ownership of the job, then only the roles will be clear. And Mr. Raj, what concern you said will be taken care of. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because normally what happens is, you said it right. If something goes wrong, what will happen? Why
Yes.
should I take a risk?
Hmm.
So it is
Right.
better ask Mr. John and take the decision. And Mr. John
Right.
says, yes, no, sir, you gave me a permission, I took it.
आपने बोला था.
आपने
It's like
बोला था.
taking a leverage. Why take the risk? Taking a leverage, right?
Yes. So that is basically one is unclear roles, no ownership. And third point is basically we give lot of responsibilities without authorities.
Yeah.
You give responsibilities to your people, but they don't have an authority to finalize it or like you said, the most of the financial decision goes to the CEO or uh, the owner of the company.
Right.
But why? Once that person is clear of the role, that what is his job, what supposed to perform, and what is the outcome, how are you going to judge his outcome from his job? So every role is clear. What is his requirement? What is he supposed to do? And what is expected from him? Normally, when we take an interview, also, what we see is the qualification, his past experience. Then we ask him questions. Oh, can you do this? Can you do this? Yes, sir. I have done in the previous company. I can very well do it.
Oh.
We probably then go for the best qualified person in the list, the best experienced person. We appoint him, and then may not every time, but sometimes we find it's a big utter failure. There are a lot of MSMEs and SME. They think if we pick up candidates from the competitors who are bigger than us, he can make wonders when he comes to my company. You can change the whole role. But they don't understand each company has its own culture of working. They have their different goals. They have different ways of working. They have different, the whole style is different. So the person will be able. One more thing is bigger company has a goodwill in the market. So probably the results what he is achieving could be 40% because of the goodwill also. I won't say 60%, 40% because of the goodwill. So when he comes back to your company, that goodwill goes off. his goodwill starts working. There I find our role should be, we should tell them our expectation. This is your role. This is expected out of your, when you join, whether you will be able to fulfill it. So if the role is clear, everything is clear, you can get a better candidate than this. Now, how many people agree with me that everything has a pattern?
Yeah. Everything has a pattern. Yes.
Like, can you elaborate a little bit, Mr. Raj?
No, I mean, if you look at what each organization has got a method for taking your example of interviewing people, there is a pattern. You know, some people just go by which business school you're from. Some people don't like business schools, right? And the interview process is the same. Initially, you have a HR executive calling up, followed by a HR call, and then the concerned person to whom they are going to report. So that pattern is the same. Whereas, I think in professional setups, you have a different way of looking at things that, I mean, each aspect of the person, you have an interview where you try to get a star from the person in the interview. I think that is not very much followed. So every organization has their own pattern and they feel that is what delivers the best candidate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. John?
So in my thoughts, Sachin, especially when it comes to MSMEs, they would like to go through a trusted pattern only, right? Because when they make a change, this is not a startup environment. Especially when you go into startup environment, there is always quite a lot of room for experimentation. Various things go on. But when we go in for an industry as such, most owners, they expect to have a standard pattern in place such that things move on. They don't want to disrupt the flow. That's what I would say, right? So they would like to go through a standard pattern process. So they don't want to that easily change things which is working well for them, right? Until and unless something really comes up to them, to their neck, that's when they look at hey, maybe we should do a change again. Once that is set, that's how most MSMEs go on. Okay, it's not like a startup environment where there's always continuously room for experimentation.
I would rather say there are patterns in even our personal lives.
Yep.
We really have to understand those patterns. Now, each pattern will create the same outcome, whether you do it 10 times or whether you do it 10 times. No?
Yeah.
So understanding a pattern, analyzing that pattern, whether it is working. See, normally you said it, Mr. John said it right, that, the companies who have a particular pattern of working, they won't change until unless they face a problem.
Right.
So that is where, again, there's a drawback is understanding, analyzing whether the patterns are really working for you, or the way methodology, what you're following is really working, or you can do something better than that, or you can improvise on that without having a failure. There's always a chance of improving things. Let it be any organization, let it be a multinational company or let it be a small company. So understanding that and creating a new pattern which is better than the existing one. Even our life, a lot of people, do the same thing every day and they're expecting a different results. Now, to be very frank, myself, I was dead against online taking any webinars or something. I'm more into one-to-one coaching and one-to-one training of people. But later when the market demand, is online, I had to, cultivate that habit in me, getting online slowly. So my pattern was not fetching me a regular this. My pattern was something which was giving me a wrong result, which was same, which was before. So that time, that's the reason, when Mr. John or even Lalita asked me, can we post a webinar? I said, yes, no problem. Initially, few months back, if she would have asked me, I would have said, no, I don't take webinars. I'm very open. I was against online because I used to feel no, online doesn't give that impact because you see now also there are a lot of people who are offline. Means they are present, but I don't know. We don't know whether they are really there listening to it or they're just logged in and walked off somewhere. Anyways,
Now, this is something which we will have to, I mean, take as we go along. Just a thought. I thought, the word pattern is almost the same as habit.
yes,
It is a habit. I mean, you can
it's a
call it a
habit.
pattern, but it is a habit. And patterns later on become habits, or habit becomes patterns. They're probably the same thing.
No, Mr. Raj, what happens is we follow a pattern and there are times we get succeeded in few times
Yeah.
and there are times when we fail.
Yes.
Then the factor is come, luck barabar nahi tha that time. The luck, we were not lucky to
Yeah.
get this.
Yeah.
Our efforts were less.
Yes.
But luck and efforts cannot create, results.
Yes.
You have to create a result. You have to get into routines. Routines should be good. Your routine should change. The same thing if I go up in the morning to my office, I start doing my job. Second day, I do the same thing. Third day, I do the same thing. I'm going on doing the same thing every day. And I'm expecting something different to happen.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
No.
Yeah, I think no.
It's not. So if I try something different, I can get a different result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pattern, result, even after success, if you think how better could have I done to get a better result out of it. See, sometimes I want to grab an order. I go to the customer, negotiate with him. I have some everything. Okay, I get the order, but it is not up to my expectation. But okay, I've got at a fair value. I'm happy. Now I'm happy. I sit with that and start working on the other things. But I don't analyze. We don't analyze what could I have, what different thing if I would have done, I would have got a better price out of it or a better deal out of it. So even after getting a positive result, we have to think over what different can I do to get a different result or a better result. Efforts.
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
some, I'm so sorry. There is one question.
Pardon?
Here, there is a question from Miss Sony.
Huh?
So she says that sometimes even when we assign roles, the team still waits for us to make the final call. Why does that happen? So this is a question in the chat box.
It's a question from
Miss Sony.
Miss Soni. That's what I said before. Until and unless you create an ownership in your people, you give them responsibilities with authority, things will not change. And that is where, to be very frank, nowadays consultants, coaches, and trainers, as far as the SMEs, corporates, yes, they are working on it. They are working with these guys. But MSMEs and SMEs thing, it's an expenditure.
Yeah.
Right? But consultants, coaches, or trainers are basically an investment to your business where you can get results at a faster level and a better level. So we are not basically no consultant or a coach is a God gifted person. I am also not. We have, to be frank, now myself, I have gone through ups and downs like anything. So it is not I have been successful throughout my life. So these ups and downs have taught me a lesson which helps me to guide my clients so that they don't get into those problems or issues and they sell properly. So I'm not marketing myself, don't worry. But your question is simple logic is still until unless you create that ownership in them and push them to take a decision. Yes, many a times I'll say there'll be failures. They might take a little bit wrong decisions. What will be your stake then? Ms. Soni, I would like you to answer that, please.
Uh, to some extent, sir, can we say that to a large extent in smaller organizations, SMEs, and so on, there is responsibility and accountability, but without the authority to, take the things through.
Yes, yes, that is
So,
there.
so the moment you add authority, I think the issue of taking decisions to a large extent becomes much more clear.
Ms. Soni, are you there really online? Can you just say yes, unmuting yourself? Hello? Anyways, I'll give you an example,
Yeah.
basically, of one of my client itself.
Mhm.
He
Yes,
was
sir, I
again,
understood.
yeah, please.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Yeah, I'll give you an example of one of my client itself, which I started long back. Now I don't regularly do with him, but it is when and as and when required. He was a person morning 9 o'clock to night 7 o'clock every day. He was flourishing. There was no problem. He was doing good business. He had a good business. He was doing a good business. He was even, growing in his business. But later he said, Sachin, I'm exhausted. Basically, his wife had an issue that she was a cancer patient, and all of a sudden she had this time where she needed more concentration than the business. So they are, if I go out of business, everything is going to go off. What do we do? Even on Sundays, he used to go and sit to fill up the gap what used to be in the week. But today, he goes once or twice in a month, or probably after 2 3 months, he goes once to his office. His people are running the business, not only running the business, these people have taken a decision for a new project. They have bought a plot besides them, which was out for sale, and they have expanded the business also. So it's basically how you give an authority, how much authority, how do you. Now, these people also made mistakes. There were people who made minor mistakes, but if they make a mistake, instead of bombarding with them or telling them you made a mistake, explain them how better they could have done. Appreciate what they have done. It's good. The result was good, but if you would have done this, the result would have been much better. So what happens is, first thing is, the person who has worked for you gets appreciated, his enthusiasm increases, and later you tell him, you guide him, because you cannot expect anybody to work on his own. When the person joins your organization, you have to do hand holding for a particular time till he really aligns with your goal and aim of the company. You just tell me, how many people knows about are aware of the goals of the company and the mission of the company. Now, Mr. John, I don't want you to answer. I don't want to. Lalita, are you there?
Yes, yes, sir.
Can I know what's the goal of your company for 2025-26, and what is the mission?
Okay, so the goal of the company, from my understanding, what I work here at nicheBrains, it's all about connecting SMEs and making them understand using the diagnostics and everything. So, uh, as SMEs are the backbone of our country, because they know what, they know what their business is about, but they might not understand where the problems are about. So that is where we connect the experts and the strategy and everything. That is what we want to share it with the SMEs, and yeah, that is our goal, to get more SMEs understand their problem, and what we call it's like transforming them. And the
Let's clap
mission.
for her. Let's clap for her.
Thank
Now,
you.
Lalita knows about the goal. What is your mission for
So
22?
mission is, how are we going to do that? So if that is my goal, how am I going to reach that goal? So what all the things that are there around me, I'm using it, taking care of those things and helping the SMEs understand in a way that So suppose if the diagnostics we are using, so the diagnostics are there. What kind of diagnostics? And I cannot use all the jargons, so I have to be in the language what the SME speaks. So how am I reaching them with the resources that are there? So that is what I call it as my mission.
Mr. John, do you agree to this? You're muted. You're muted. Mr. John, you're muted. Unmute
Okay.
yourself, please.
Yeah. So the only thing what I would say is probably, she has the overall, the objective behind it, but it's more little bit subjective. When I say there isn't a number to it, we want to empower about 1,000 MSMEs in the next year on transformation, through an AI-driven platform. So maybe that is the only thing which I see the number missing, but otherwise I think she's got the gist of what we have. The goal at least is clear for her.
So Lalita, it's good. You know your mission and mission, but your starting statement was not right. As I think.
Okay.
It should have been our goal is this, our mission is this, and mission is not the procedures. Mission is to reach 1,000 people or 1,000 MSMEs. That's
Right.
your mission.
Understood.
Generally, the
Understood.
And
goal and the
simple
mission,
logic,
I
we are
think,
into and my simple logic, we are into business. So we are all everybody here, whoever are MSMEs, SMEs, coaches, trainers, whatever they are, we are here to earn, right?
Yeah.
So if anybody asks me my goal or the mission, I will say something. My mission is to reach so and so MSMEs and SMEs, make a difference, and my goal is to earn so and so. And this should be clear. I'll tell you, the companies whom I work with, even if you ask the peon, he'll be able to tell you the mission and vision of the company. Because until and unless your each and every people are not aware why we are doing it, what we are doing it, why we are doing it, and how we are doing it, they will not do it from here. It will be, ha, bola hai to karna hai. I have been told, so I have to work. I don't know why I am doing it. There's no reason. And many a times what happens in MSMEs is SMEs, when the owner goes and tells them, we have to work this now. We are planning to reach a crore. We are doing 50 lakhs. Now we have to reach a crore. The first thing in the people's mind comes is, he wants to pay less and get work more done from us. So how will you solve that problem? Because that's another leak there. Because you are underutilizing him, or you are not able to get 100% output of the person because of that drawback. How can you improve that? The person knows about the mission of the company. He is aware everything. But he thinks that the owner wants to extract work from me and get richer. Why should I work? My 8 hours is over. I'll just push off. No. How will you change that? Can anybody tell me?
Basically, most organizations, big or small, a vision and the mission statement is made after a lot of deliberation. The mission keeps changing every year, and the vision probably remains for some time till there is a change or a large step up that has happened in the organization,
right,
with the goals, largely changing. But they remain statements on paper. If you look at majority of the employees, you ask them what is the mission and mission, you can make them by heart it, and most of them don't by heart it also. But imbibing and understanding what is each person's role in contributing to that mission for this year and in contributing to that goal long term, I think is the objective of the vision and the mission statements. But generally, you don't see them
no, Mr.
understood.
Raj, I'm asking you a different question. How
Yeah.
can you change that?
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. So instead of
I'm sorry.
making them by heart, each person should probably be coached on what is their role in ensuring that these are achieved. And I think that will ensure it much better.
Mr. John, do you agree to this?
See, what if you ask me, Sachin, what I would think is that, empowering them, we need to empower them more with, in alignment with obviously the vision and mission, empower them. And what happens is you need to constantly keep appreciating about small wins as well. Every win is very key, even small wins. So that is when, you keep people motivated that, they're contributing to the larger, mission and vision of the company. That's what my take would be, Sachin.
Now, I'll ask a simple question.
I
Lalita, you can be open up. You can be
Yeah,
open.
somebody else
John
is
will not say
answering, I
anything.
Yeah,
believe.
Mr.
John will
Nitin.
not
yeah,
say anything.
hi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a different take on this.
yeah,
So,
please.
so if a person is hesitant only because he's concerned about the salary or the money, then there are two things. One, he's genuinely is being underpaid in comparison to probably other people in the vicinity,
Mm-hmm.
or his needs are much more, and the kind of skills he has, it's not able to fulfill his requirement. Now, if it is the first scenario, it has to be corrected. You cannot
Okay.
be swindling your employees and working on it. If it is a
Mm-hmm.
second scenario, which is where the person is not, getting involved in the mission, vision statement of the company because he feels he's being shortchanged, then it is the responsibility of management to show them the math, tell them the amount of skills, the amount of capabilities that they have, and what they are getting paid, and probably tell them how in modern plants where labor has been totally removed, the overheads, including the salaries, are drastically coming down, and how we as an organization, some kind of explaining to them as to why it is what it is. And then once the company grows, we will definitely be, and the company should have the policy of employee first, where when the company grows, we have this incentives and bonuses that will be part of our growth, and you will also grow, etc. So this is how you would have to address if the problem of the person's lack of enthusiasm in participating in the mission is my take.
Yes, Mr. Nitin, you're absolutely right. You are very near to the point. Now, Lalita, I would like to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Apart from the company's mission and mission, why do you work for nicheBrains?
Okay. So I mainly look at the culture as well because
Pardon?
I look at the culture as well, how the
Okay.
company, the people are, and how the founders are. So it's not like because John is here, I'm not talking because John is there, but then because
No, no, I
I've
have not
seen
restricted
multiple.
you.
No, no. I mean, I have come across like multiple other roles which I've done before. Compared to there, I feel very comfortable here, and I feel that if I have something to experiment with, okay, so they have given me a
Wait,
complete,
wait, 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 wait.
yeah,
Don't put Moscow on John. I am telling you simple
no,
logic. End of the month, what do you expect?
okay. Uh, I expect two things. So one is the salary,
Yes.
the
Let us stop there.
yeah,
Right? Now, everybody works for money, including you and me. Everybody, right?
yes, sir.
So, until and unless your people are not aware of what they are going to get out of when the company grows, nobody is going to work with an interest. That will be just a guided effort. You guide, they work. You guide, they work. They will not use their brains. They will use their brains, but not to the extent of growing ahead without you. There are sometimes, the owners have some thoughts which are very limited. People working with you might have better thoughts or better ideas than you, but they will not come out with those easily because what am I going to get benefited if I tell this?
Yeah.
So the main thing in the organization, I would like to answer the ma'am's question, question also here. First thing is they are not clear of the roles. Second is they are given authority, responsibilities without authority. Third is Mr. Raj said the vision mission is by hearted many a time, but it is not, it is not brought into practice. That's the only thing is because they don't know what are my returns.
Yeah.
When even I was working with the companies for 12, 13 years, I was definitely interested in my returns. If I get the turnover, I was working as a marketing manager. I used to always ask the owner, the director of the company, okay, now we have touched so and so, you want to double the turnover? Now, okay, if I double the turnover, what will be my take home?
I see Mr. Nawaz has also put a comment. Three things
Yeah.
probably he looks in a company is, obviously he feels that culture is very key. Then, obviously growth and salary. He's probably, I'm guessing he's put it on the sequencing way, but this is something that he looks in a company where, really keeps him motivated. That's what at least I could understand from his
Not,
statements. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but not only
No
me,
problem.
every organization, I mean, every people where I have worked, where I have been there, these things, salary is the primary thing everyone tries to work, because without, financial thing, no one able to survive it.
Absolutely right.
Primary thing. Other than that, then second comes is growth. If salary is coming, if I am putting some effort into the organization, ultimately I have to grow to some level with my skills. Then comes the culture. If
Right.
I've been putting effort, if I'm getting salary, and if I'm not having proper, guidance or proper, what you call proper culture, where I've been given a rewards, then it is ultimately waste of time also, right?
Probably to summarize it, you can probably say, what is in it for me?
Yes, obviously, right? When I've been given full time, I've been given
Yes.
extra time, when I've been sitting there for working for company to grow. I'm getting salary also, but and sometimes what happens is they take the rewards. See, in one of the organizations, I don't name it. It is one of the big organizations, not too big as MNC. It is one of the AP and Telangana's biggest, what you call, real estate organization. There I've been there. I've been putting efforts. I've been there. They ultimately what I was doing. They don't have those things also. I have been implemented there many things over there. Ultimately, the manager or the head of the department, he has taken all the credits, and he told he's nothing. So he's good for nothing. We are removing you within 1 month. Just write me a termination letter. Otherwise, we will not give you a background verification. Forcefully he made me to write my termination and told me to go out. So those things also will happen.
Yes,
Ultimately,
Mr. Akhtar, that is where the culture of the organization does make a lot of difference. Meeta will
yes.
definitely come to you. You have raised your hands. Uh, just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Let
no, I
me,
just, wow, you have been saying no, so that's why I also
no, no,
thought.
it is right. Even I have found, see, there are organizations normally in MSMEs and SMEs, I have found, there is some you call a chamcha,
Nah,
right?
not only
They
SMMs,
prefer
bade
such
companies
people
will be
more
there.
than the people who are giving better results.
Yes, yes.
I have a customer, a client, whom he used to rely more on a person who used to give each and every information what is to happen in the since morning till evening. Even a pin drops, he used to tell, sir, pin gir gaye.
Yes,
But later it was found, analyzing, that he was the most troublemaker in the organization, which was stopping the growth. The culture makes a difference, Mr.
yes,
Akhtar. I'm
yes,
sure I agree to you. But one thing is that yes, everybody works for salary,
yes,
but one should also understand if the company is paying you, they expect some returns from you.
yes, sure.
Yes.
Even in family also, if you take personal life also, when we have someone, even family also expects.
Yes,
being
yes.
being a professional, we need to understand when we are getting into the market, when we are working, we everyone expects, being in a group or being in a team or being in an organization, everyone expects those things. We have to give whatever we need to give to them.
Yes, Miss Smita.
Sorry to
Hello,
interrupt.
Yeah,
good
please.
morning. Um, so I just wanted to say that, I've been listening to everyone talk about company culture and everything. So I just wanted to say that I am a business that started 9 years ago. And I'm into basically a nature-based wastewater treatment system. It's a patented, innovative technology for wastewater treatment. The people who joined with me in the beginning, I'm just really happy to say that they're still with me. And I have always given them the respect and the kind of direction of being founders of the company, but not employees. So what happens is they all feel very personally involved in every project that we do or every project that we bring to fruition, from proposal stage to execution stage, including not just the core group of people that I have, my engineers and I have my proposal people, but including site supervisors. Everybody feels very personally involved in this. And this is only because I have always have believed in having an open door policy. Like I know everything about their families. I try and offer help whenever they're, um, we help each other. So it's not me actually. I think we help each other when, certain loans are needed for everyone. And it makes me very happy and proud that the fact that with this kind of personal investment to see all these, they all came to me when they were 25, 30 years old. They all now have families. They're buying their own homes. They're buying their own cars. So for me, that feels more of an achievement of a business compared to the profit. Of course, everyone's doing work for profit. Everybody's doing work for salary. I completely agree. But I do promise them that every year, there will be a minimum 10% increment, if not more, and anything more would be based on how you have performed. And having the flip side of when I feel someone is underperforming, I give them three chances to improve. And I tell them, right off the bat, I tell them, like, listen, I am like not very happy with, the way you're performing. We seem to be doing your job when, we're paying you for a certain, expectation. And so they understand it if they're constantly, kind of messing up on their project, that they're able to understand that, okay, this is a fair estimation for me to be either asked to resign or, this company has given me enough chances to, make it better, but I have not been able to keep up with that. So if the out is happening, it is happening for a reason. It is not because you've been asked to go or you've been asked to resign just on this thing. We give them three chances. That's everyone from operator level all the way up to senior technical managers. So I just want to say that personal investment, if possible, and if you have the bandwidth, I think really helps in the growth of a business because it's a family at the end of the day. So and that's my two bit that I wanted to say.
It's great getting input from you. Wait, I have to speak to you. Smita, I just have a question to you is, you said you give three chances, right? It's good. But what is your first action if a person messes out or does a mistake?
So I actually have a personal kind of a conversation with them, and to just
What
make it
kind of a conversation?
just like, is there something going on with you personally, or is there any reason that you're unable to perform? Like we've had several goof ups, say, for example, in a cost sheet for a budget towards, writing a proposal, because that's a very big component of a proposal is the cost. So
Yes.
if I feel like, certain things were not included, and I do check everything, but by chance, for any reason, if I have messed it up, I will never hold the other person accountable because that was my job. I should have pointed that out, or I should have seen. So I don't catch them for that. But after telling them, even if something else has still gone wrong, then I definitely have that conversation. I'm like, what happened and what did you do? So if they say, this happened, that, and if it's some random excuse, it's like that doesn't work with me. I'm sorry. And then by the second or third time, it is then I give a letter out, said, okay, this is what has happened, this is how it has affected the project, and because of this screw up, this is what has, this is what how the company has suffered because of that. So we are giving you another chance. Yeah.
Okay. I would ask you something that the people see as of date, there must be some people you must have removed or something, right? Now, if you think back, do you think you have removed a person who could have been an asset to your company?
Oh, I have thought that through, Sachin, actually. And
Hmm?
weirdly enough, three people who left did come back. They did come back. I mean, because they love the culture here, and they themselves came and said, we know why we messed up, and we would like to make up for it, but we would like to come back to the company and work again for it, and they're still with me. So
No,
it's
I'm asking you the people who have left already.
oh no, they are for sure, no way. They would
No
have
ways.
never, yeah, I am 100% sure of that.
The way you work is right. First thing is, if anybody does a mistake or if anybody is failing continuously, instead of giving him a letter, instead of giving him warning, just initially, I would suggest one is, don't give him a warning, don't give him anything, sit with him, just have a casual talk and try to find out where is the problem, why is he doing it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
No, no,
actually, I have
you
given
said,
suggestions on how you, in the next time, probably this is how you could work it out. And
Smita,
maybe this would
let
be,
me
yeah,
complete, Smita.
yeah, sorry.
See, if you feel the person is really good for you and he can be an asset to the company, do hand holding for us quite a little time with him.
Absolutely.
Bring him to a point where he can again individually work and then leave him instead of just explaining him or just giving an inputs and let him work alone.
Oh, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Because that is exactly by this is like by the time, so I've in the last 9 years I've had 4 or 5 people who have left in the similar position because they came to me saying they know the job, but when you start really working with them, you really get to know what their skill set is. And I have actually moved them to another department thinking their skill set would be better there. So it is not like I have explained this is where you messed up, this is your letter, now go and let's talk to you 2 months later. No, I don't do that. So basically I try to figure out their skill set and see that, oh, maybe this guy is better at procurement or maybe he's better at site management. So then I put him there also and I try to give him or her the chance to see, if that works out, then that's what they.
How do you find out that the person will be better in other department?
Purely by the way they operate. Purely by the way they operate. So some people have a head for numbers, but they're actually doing site work. And I'm like,
Okay.
oh, you know what? The budget that you did for that came out quite good. So maybe would you like to work here for a bit and see how that works out for you?
Yeah,
So
you
I
means
keep doing that.
looking at their interest also.
Absolutely,
Then it's
absolutely.
good. It's good. Simple logic is in such cases, if people are underperforming or
Yeah,
people are not performing,
yeah,
try to just have a conversation with them without them knowing that it is a conversation because they are underperforming.
yeah.
No, it should look like a discussion with them. It should be like a discussion. Okay, what do you feel now? Why it is going like this? I feel this way. You give your suggestions. Try to interact with them. Try to find out in that interaction. Try to find out where things are going wrong. There are
Absolutely,
many a times people are not wrong. Our systems are wrong.
absolutely, absolutely. 100%,
So it is
100%.
not always the person employee is wrong or
Correct.
employee is not underperforming. There are systems which are difficult to follow. We
And
form
I,
because we are all human beings,
yeah, yeah,
right? So
absolutely.
everybody can make a mistake.
Yeah, because
So
first
first
four
try.
years, I didn't even think, first for 4 years as a entrepreneur, there were certain things even I was learning and I'm still learning. So, there are certain procedures and prospects that I have probably, adopted from my earlier workplace. And I'm like, oh, this could work here. But no, it's not always the case. So
No,
you have to
learning
keep,
doesn't stop.
it's a very dynamic
At the age of
thing to
55,
keep
I am also
changing.
learning. I learned quite a
Yeah.
lot from you also now.
Yeah.
I learned from Mr. Raj also. So
Yeah.
Mr. John always tells me a lot of things. So whenever we have a conversation. So learning stage will never stop.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So one thing listen is like another thing I'll tell you is if a problem is repeating every see a problem is coming every week or every month
Correct.
or every
Correct.
this,
Yeah.
then try to analyze where is the fix, what is it that is bringing it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and try to fix it up.
Yeah.
I'll
Absolutely.
just give you a small case study of my own client. This company, I have changed the name of the company and this because I don't want to expose them. They have 3 plants in Mumbai. They are manufacturing mechanical equipments. It's a parts, and they have a lot of export things also. What happened is basically they were doing good, but they had some rejections when we were doing I told him, sir, why don't you concentrate on the rejection part of it and try to reduce it? His answer was always, Arey, Sachin, the rejections will always be there because it is a manufacturing this. So rejections are there. So, and it is very less. So let us not concentrate there. Now, if the client says that, I was trying to push him, but one fine day, he got a mail from Germany, his biggest export client, that the whole lot has been rejected
Oh, wow.
because it is not as per our current revised drawing, and we are stopping your payment and we are sending back the consignment. And basically, that company is not small. It's a big, huge company. It's Snyder. These people stopped the payment from all their counterparts, right from India to Germany, wherever he was supplying to that customer, all the payments were stuck. And within a day, they became literally a broke company, which they didn't have funds because those export funds were huge.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
And they said, now what to do? They started bombarding, Ramesh started bombarding on the people. What is it? Nobody was able to really find out sir, inspection report was proper. Everything was good. Inspection was proper. He went and again mailed to the customer. Now we have checked with our inspection report. The product is as per your specification, and it is how. Let us send us the details. What is the rejection? Then next day he got a reply with a revised drawing, which was mailed to him a month back, and the same drawing was given to all the departments. But when the production department took the drawing copy, he took the printout of the old drawing and did on its own. And the same drawing was passed on to the QC department. They inspected it and dispatched it.
Correct.
So what was here wrong? What can you say? Where
Communication and follow up and checking, where someone should have personally been involved in that and checked, made sure that all documentation was correct, because communication, I think, and kind of follow through is where I feel was the kind of the downside.
Second, the foremost MSMEs and SMEs, like even most the MSMEs, feel it's a burden is documentation.
Yeah, I know it. I do it every day. being
So
being in
the
a
standard operating
technical space.
systems and the documentation is not proper in most of the organization.
Yes.
I was also the same when I used to run my own for quite a long time.
Right.
I used to think why to write so much when I can directly interact with people.
Yeah. Oh, I've learned it the hard way. I have learned it the hard way, and now
Even
I've
I have
become
learned it
very
the hard
anal
way.
about it. Yeah.
Even I have learned it the hard way. When I got a coach, he started hammering me. I understood this mistake. Because every time there was a rework, I used to tell people, "Arey, kuch nahi, nothing. Just do a grinding on this and it will fit on. No
Correct.
problem." And that was to continue for the every assemblies, the machine assemblies.
But that's a very Indian, I feel that's a very Indian conditioning of us. I don't know why we do this. It's like, I feel that. I always feel that.
I'll tell you, Smita, there's a reason behind it. Basically, an MSME or SME owner is normally working every day in the business.
Absolutely.
When he goes to the office, he is involved in day-to-day activities.
Correct.
He is involved in everything.
Yeah.
So, moment you have planned your work, you go to office, you sit, there is somebody or the other comes to your office, like Mr. John, Mr. Sachin has sent a mail. What do I reply? Lalita, when I asked Lalita, what is this? Okay, I'll get back to Mr. John and talk to Mr.
Sir, are you there? Hello?
I think he's frozen. Maybe you quickly call him. I don't know. Maybe he lost power.
Yes. Just give me a moment. I'm just on.
Either the net is off or the current is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think we lost him. We should.
Yeah, I tried calling him, but I'm not able to reach out to him. So I guess we can
Isn't that the
just.
Zoom is for an hour and it has gone off or something?
No, it is there because we
Otherwise,
are
we
all.
are all there, right?
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
all there in
no.
the link.
His session must have got cut off. He's off
Not
Zoom or something.
sure.
He has to
So
re-log in probably.
yeah, I have just tried calling him, but I couldn't reach.
I'm reaching him, Lalita, and I'm just trying to reach him on
Sure.
WhatsApp is ringing, but
Yes.
not answering my call.
Yes, John.
Just to fill in for the time, even in major organizations, I think that is a key.
Yeah, he's back. He's back on.
And there's a power failure.
Yes.
Was a power failure. I've connected to my mobile anyways. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sachin
Oh,
sir,
all
I'm
right.
so sorry to interrupt here,
Yeah.
as we have gone past our scheduled time. So the conversation is really going great. I really don't want to interrupt it, but then as we are done with the time, so can we do one thing? Like, can we have any one-on-one session with Mr. Raj or Raj or Miss Smita any other time whenever it is possible?
No, I'll request the participants. It's open for all. Please get in touch with nicheBrains for a first, diagnostics and conversation. It will be a free of cost. There'll be no commitments from my side. You don't have to commit anything. 1 minute. Let me start my video. I have not started any.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that much time you can give me. But Lalita, we had decided for 2 hours. I think it is only 1 hour.
1 hour only, sir, actually, because the
No,
webinar
you should
timing
have
is.
informed me before. So I have a lot of important things which are left out.
Oh,
Anyways,
no, I have told you, but
no,
that's
you
fine. Next time we will.
go through our conversations. You will find
Sure,
come
sure.
to know.
I
Anyways,
mean, we can have one more
it's
webinar, sir. Yeah.
anyways, it is an open invitation for everybody in the session. Get in touch with nicheBrains. There will be a first diagnostic session which will be free with no commitments at all. We will try to diagnose where you're going wrong, and later, if you feel we can go ahead, we can definitely, but it will be through nicheBrains only, and we'll go ahead with them. Am I right, Mr. John?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. Yeah, absolutely, sir. Yeah. Good.
Otherwise, would like Mr. Sachin like to summarize?
Yeah, I would like to summarize.
Yeah.
Can I finish it? Can you just
please
put me
take
at a
this
post?
time.
I'll just run through.
Please do it.
I'll just run through.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Mr.
Can you
Sachin.
just make me? No, you have made me a host? No.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. I already did once.
No,
as
I'm
you
not
reach
getting
me.
it.
Yeah, 1 moment. 1 moment.
The host isn't allowed sharing. That is what it said.
I'm not able to share.
Yes. Now you'll be able to. Please check once.
1 minute, 1 minute. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll just, we'll run through it.
Yes.
See, anyways, the CRM, another thing is, which people are afraid we can make, these are the things, reflection questions is, okay, anyways, participants, I'll do one thing, I'll share a PDF file with nicheBrains,
Yeah.
Lalita Square, which I'll tell you what it is, understanding patterns. See, these are the things in which you have to fill up yourself. You will get everything in that. You have to fill up to analyze your business. Delegation, part of it, process fix, then action plan, top leak, how to do it. So before adding efforts, try to, just fix the leakages where you have. So small and simple thing is, first sit and analyze your business, even if it is going good.
Yeah.
Even if it is going good, analyze it, how better it can go with the existing. I don't suggest people to add people or invest anything. No, they get the maximum output of whatever you have invested already and whatever infrastructure you have. Optimize it and then go for expansion. So that's it.
In this, if I may just add, if we, instead of saying, small leakages, can we say that, small improvements which can basically, help you, make a little bit of progress in what you're doing rather than a leak?
Yes. See, leakages was only 1 minute. 1 minute, I'll close it off.
Sure.
So this is what I had decided, offering one-to-one diagnostic session to everyone, each and everyone. No charges, no commitment, no risk. Just a deep dive in your business. That's it. So please get in touch. And I do agree to you, Mr. John, but until unless you put such words,
Yeah,
leakages and all, people don't really concentrate on
I
that.
understand. Makes sense.
So there's
Uh,
nothing else. So anyways, thank you for your listening and thank you for giving your valuable time.
Thank you so much, Sachin. It was a great session. It was great inputs from you. We had, I think, in fact, we could have had more time as well. But then I'm sure that we had a restricted time as well in this. I'm sure we could have more sessions with you. Maybe down the line, probably Lalita can plan as well. But whatever we've had in this session has been really informative. I think there's quite a lot for us to take it back. So thanks once again for giving your time and your valuable inputs today. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure, sir.
Thank
And
you,
it's
Mr.
offer
Sachiien
for
and
you
Mr.
also, Mr. John.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Thanks.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, everyone, for joining, and thank you so much, Sachin sir, for making it a very informative session. And we can have one more session like this. So, yes, sir. Anything, Ms. Smita or Raj, if you want to have one-on-one conversation, we
Thank you,
can
Mr.
have that
Sachiien,
as well.
for his
Thank you. I will
inputs,
be in touch. Thank you.
Yes.
we still get a feeling we left it halfway.
Pardon,
And
sir?
I got a feeling we left it halfway, as it actually is. And I'm looking forward to your PDF to learn from the whole session.
Yeah, it's a diagnostic. This I have just
Yeah,
given
yeah.
a ready reckoner to do a diagnosis. That's it.
So if you can share the PDF through nicheBrains, probably. Smita,
Yes,
if
I'll
you
share it
just-
right away. I'll
Yeah,
share it
in
right
learning and probably be more ready for your next session.
Yes,
away. Yes, sir.
All right.
Prepare ourselves,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Always
you, sir.
better to
Thank
have
you, everybody.
notes and learnings before we join a session so we can contribute more productively. Thank you, Mr. John.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Raj. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Smita. Yeah.
Lalita can end the.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a
Thank you.
nice
Have a nice day.